question, what does mapped out imply and how is DNA mapping done? Is it through past life regression? No, it is through the BNC method, but I will let you explain that. So,
So what
you,
was the first question that she
what does
asked?
mapped out imply? Like, you said you
Oh,
map it out with your
yes.
thing.
So
Is it through
mapped out.
past life regression? I said, no, it's through the BNC method, and
Yeah.
now you'll explain.
So how we map the entire ancestral program in the DNA? How about doing the group demo? We'll show the mapping.
Actually, yes, absolutely. You're right, Charu. Let's just do that. And I'm just checking, is that so? Gia has asked when you were talking, but aren't we our own ancestors?
Yes, exactly.
Right,
Correct. But then whatever you've done, you will come back with it. So, for
right.
example, if you've done, you've experienced a loss of a spouse or a child, and you have so much grief, you will come back and with grief, and you will not know, you'll be depressed. It plays out differently. You may not want to have a child.
Right. And in fact, she herself has written again, actually, because we are our own ancestors, that's exactly why we can only clear genetic healing and reset it. So she asked a question and then she
She
answered
answered
it also.
it. How cool. She got the awareness while we talked.
While you were talking, correct. And all this is coming while you were explaining everything. Okay. And Bharti is asked, how many sessions do okay, first of all, I'm going to crack a very silly joke, Bharti. Please don't get offended. So she's written how many sessions to delete Dan. So I'm like, no, we do not want to delete Dan, whoever he is. We we do not want to delete DNA either. We're resetting it.
Yeah.
Right? No,
Yeah.
but please, I might have gotten it wrong. You did mention there is certain deletion that's happening. So deletion is not actual physical deletion of the DNA, correct? It's a
No.
reprogramming.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're just deleting the emotional, so that the emotional, the
Right.
patterns, the programs, because this is all that we experience in our day-to-day life.
Right.
Like for me, I needed to fit in, right? So until I change that, I would not speak. I would not be able to, say what I was on my mind. I would, be like a people pleaser. And for Charu, she would not, say her
Speak the
truth.
truth. Right.
We just
Right.
say yeah. Even she would be the same, saying yes, for anything, like eating brown rice and oats.
So
So,
Sorry, Char.
so it's in simple words, like if you have a virus in your hard disk, you don't destroy your hard disk, you just delete the virus program.
correct.
It's as
Right.
simple as.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. It's the removal of that particular belief or pattern or emotion that is causing what it's causing. Remove that. And that's it. And very nicely put, Charu. Hard disk is not to be thrown away, just that bit is to be thrown away. Right. Okay. And Shifa has written, I have plans, but unable to plan well and execute it by the end of the month. So, yes, you know what is so okay. Her question is unable to plan and execute, and by the end of the month, it's nothing. So, how can we overcome this challenge and be able to plan and execute due to financial issues? Is this also something that is coming in genetically?
Yes, definitely. That also comes genetically because somewhere there are some fears, there are some negative programs that are actually running that for her. So once they are out of the way, then automatically the money generation and the planning and execution comes into place.
And again, Bharti's asked, how many sessions does it take normally? So does it take like one, two, three done by one? And I think
So
you did mention. Sorry, go
we're
ahead.
doing one session, Neelu, just one
Right.
session.
Yes,
Yeah, one session is good enough to change
yes,
that one issue that
that one
person has.
issue. Right. And how do we know if the constant financial problems is because of husband or wife? Whom should be healed first? Asks Richa. How do we know? Is it the husbands or the wives? And who should come in first to get healed?
It's, if the husband is the breadwinner, then of course the husband. If both are the breadwinners, then both. And of course, why should you put yourself behind? Put yourself in front if you're on the
Right.
call for yourself. And you can generate like, for us, the Navratri started with a person giving us gratitude money. And that in all our life has I never even, thought would happen. And this is how, magical money can show up.
Right. And
And for
Brenda,
her, it was also magical because she, she was a home worker struggling. Her husband does not support contribution to the home. So she's got a son who she's supporting overseas. And she has never charged, and she's learned our method. And she was very, very, reluctant to do the work. And she came for our workshop, and Charu said, please start, charging for your session. And she got the courage, and she charged, and that's it.
and
Rest
Ankush,
is history.
sorry,
Rest is history
rest is
for
history. And Ankush has said, so are we all living with karmic debts that we are paying due to our ancestors? You can't just blame everything on the ancestors also, no?
her.
So this is where we have, right, the genetic reset and the karmic reset. Karmic reset is your deeds. So that is why from very young we are taught, you know do good deeds, don't do wrong, don't do anything wrong, that will bite you, now or later, whichever.